Alright, let's set this up. Alrighty. I think we are live. What is good, y'all? Welcome back to another edition of Manga After Dark. So yes, I gotta catch up to JJK. I haven't read it in such a long time that I might as well just reread it from start to from chapter one on. I think there's 251 chapters of JJK out currently, um, and I'm probably roughly 50 chapters behind. If I wanted to pick up where I left off, I could find it because it was at a very specific part in Shibuya. Um, it was like a tag team fight. I guess yeah, if you're watching this, then you should be caught up to JJK because this is a catch up stream. So I'm not gonna be spoiled by much. There's some stuff I forgot, but I read. I'm like 50 chapters behind. But like JJK is one of the series where the faces of all the characters look so alike that like I'll just forget. I forgot a lot of these characters' names. Who's who? I know like the main people like Itadori. I won't forget who Itadori is. Or Fushiguro, or Megumi, like sure, Nanami, or Nanami. Like I remember those characters, but some of the other characters I forget their names. Toto, I can't forget Toto because Toto is awesome. Um, but yeah, so I might as well just reread it. Because I have no idea what part of JGK I actually like live streamed the reaction to anyway. So this will be pretty cool to catch up to JJK on stream. There's 251 chapters. Let's see how long it takes me to catch up. This is catch up stream number one. Um, so thank you all for rocking with me. This is Manga After Dark. So without further ado, let's dive in. So again, I'm streaming as a hobby, so I'm trying to get better at it slowly. So I'm gonna take breaks and look at the chat in between and make sure things are going well. I think the volume looks good. So all right, let's dive into chapter one of JJK, the gas that is JJK. All right, so we got Itadori. Are you sure? So Sugawa Municipal High Schooler, first year student Yuji Itadori, second year student Occult Research Club Sasaki Nod, second year student Occult Research Club Uguchi. The Itadori, here we go! Spirits, spirits. Please reveal an animal in the school council president. Wait, please reveal an animal that the school council president is weaker than. See, like that's like I don't remember. This is an interesting prompt. This is interesting. So they're doing like the Ouija board stuff with their fingers. A fish. What? Blah. The door slams open. Occult Research Club. Hey, so you really are Mr. Worm. I'm gonna kill you. Your club didn't submit its activities report. We didn't have space in this school for clubs like this. And the guy goes, for the record, I'm actually a skilled at Aikido. Then Yuji, this is going to be a changing room. No, this is still the other guy. This is going to be a changing room for the girls' track and field team starting today. Get out. Yuji, I wouldn't mess with with our club's members if I was you. What's that? A bluff? It's the paranormal activity and related to this school. You know about our rugby field being closed off, right? Yeah. A lot of students who use it started getting sick somewhere, some were even hospitalized. Exactly. Don't you think it's strange they're physically tough rugby players after all? The player stated that just before getting sick, they heard strange noises and voices. So you got the rugby players and you hear whoo. That's where the newspaper articles from 30 years comes in. Then the girl holds up a newspaper. Mr. Yoshida, a construction company employee, went missing. He was last seen here at this school during construction. At the time, Mr. Yoshida wasn't dead. He was even being targeted by loan sharks, which means Mr. Yoshida's body is buried at the rugby field. Ta-da! The commotion is the result of his lingering spirit, our theory. Yeah, Activity Club. That's. You know, I'm a scientist. You know, I thumbs up to their logic, their conductive reasoning. Then the student president. No, it seems like ticks were the reason. Zing. Itadori, so what? As the Occult Research Club, we're hypothesizing about the occult. It's a respectable club activity. The other guy, this isn't some kid's game. Stop spreading rumors. The biggest problem. How is this how JJK started? Like this is amazing. The biggest problem here is Yuji Itadori. You're a member of the track and field team, not the Occult Research Club. Bam, huh? This means the Occult Research Club doesn't meet the 3-member minimum. Then the other's Itadori. Grr. But I wrote Occult Research Club on my application. Then the door opens. I rewrote it. Track and field coach, Mr. Taguchi. Coach? Itadori, we need you if we're going to take over the country. This teacher is sketchier than the students, said the other guy. Enough already. I said I'm not joining. No can do. No can do. However, I'm not a monster. Let's make it a fair fight on the field. Oh, how are you able to forge a document? If I lose, I'll give up on you. However, if I win, Itadori, say no more. I accept. Then the student body president, isn't it against the rules to change? Yeah, to change the applications. Uh, what's with this rugby field? It's Megumi. Is there a dead body buried here or something? And there's like some weird, like, tick-like monster thing hanging onto the rugby pole. Woo. Even so, I'd say it's a grade 2, but in a place like this, I wonder if it has anything to do with cursed object. Do anything to do with the cursed object. Megumi continues, I'd better hurry up and retrieve it. Damn it, the presence is too big. Megumi continues, it's as though it's right next to me and far away at the same time. At this rate, sneaking in might have been pointless. This special grade cursed object, what a pain. Maybe I should close off the school. Once I expel the curse, I'll check every nook and cranny. Over here, hurry up! So this is back to the track and field. The track and field coach, Mr. Taguchi, is taking on Itadori from West Junior High. What's the sport? Shot put. Thud as the shot put hits the ground. 14 meters. This is the coach. Whoa, Mr. Taguchi. He still got it. Right, what you're going to do, Itadori? And the people in the background are clapping. And Itadori is impressed. Then the others are whispering to each other. Is Itadori famous or something? Said the girl to the They already forgot their names. I'm just gonna say the girl to the guy. Was it early route Megumi and early route Toto? So early route Toto responds, it's just a rumor, but apparently he's won the Ninja Warrior contest. That or he's the reincarnation of the Croatian fighter Mariko Krokop. But he's not dead. I have no idea who that is. So Itadori is holding the shot put. He was given the nickname the Tiger of West Junior High. That's kind of lame. Itadori, excuse me. I'm not sure how I'm going to throw this thing. How can I just throw it how I want? And the coach, well, it doesn't matter for this throw. And the coach thinking, sorry for using a battle strength against a sprinter, But hopefully this will show you how serious. The Itadori is going to throw it like he's throwing a baseball. And he just throws it overhand. Whoosh. Doink. All right. And then Mr. Taguchi's going. His eyes are bulging out. And it hits the soccer goal post. I win 30 meters. Damn. I know his name sake is Tiger, but it should have been more like Gorilla. He threw it like a baseball pitch. All right, Teach, I gotta go. And he passes him on the back. Nice throw. Itadori, you don't have to feel obligated to stay in the occult research club, you know. Huh? A sports club would probably be a better fit. Itadori, well, I got more reasons, and I need to be home by 5. Besides, everyone needs to be in a club, right? So that's why. Then you're having a flashback. You don't have to do anything. You can be like a phantom member, kinda, fitting for the cult research club, eh? The Itadori, for real? Besides, you guys can't even go to haunted spots without me, even though you like scary stuff. They go, gah, we're scared because we like it. Itadori continues, if it's okay with you guys, I I like to stay. The occult research club is really growing on me. Well, suit yourself. We don't care. Yeah. Then the people look. Then Megumi's in the crowd. Whoa, that's impressive. He did that without curse energy. That's natural ability. Wonder if he's like. I wonder if he's like Zenin senpai. Then Megumi continues. I've wasted too much time watching. Someone screams. No, sorry. So it's Itadori. 4:30. It's already 4:30. Gotta hurry. And he starts running. And he runs right past Megumi, and you hear there's like a spark. Then Megumi looks. The presence of a cursed object. I can feel it even stronger now. Megumi, hey you, Zoosh. God, how the heck is he so fast? He apparently runs the 50-meter dash in just 3 seconds. Megumi, crap. What is he, a car? All the foreshadowing. Woo. So much foreshadowing. So his grandpa in the hospital. Yuji, I have some final words for you. It's about your parents. Yuji, stop. I don't care. And his granddad's looking. It's about your parents. Yuji, like I said, I don't care, Grandpa. Will you stop trying to act all cool before you die? His grandpa, you Shaka. And he's like shaking. A man wants to go out in style, you know. Don't you get it, you brat? Don't be buying flowers all the time. Save your money, says Grandpa. The Yuji, they're not for you, they're for the nurses. Even more so then, you idiots. Hey, what about your school club? Don't go wasting your time at a sad place like this. Yuji, that's enough. My club finishes before 5. I wouldn't come here so often if I wasn't so bored. A stress-free life, huh? Yuji, yeah. You're a strong kid, so help people. It doesn't have to be all the time. Just whenever you can. You may feel lost. Don't expect gratitude. Just help them. When it's your time to go, make sure you're surrounded by others. Don't end up like me. I forgot that he just suddenly died like that. I remember the anime. It was kind of funny how he died. He just had this speech, and then legit, the moment you put this period at the end of the sentence, dead. Like the anime was kind of funny how he died. I'm not gonna lie. Yuji, Grandpa. Yes, and he presses the button. Yes, How may I help you, Mr. Itadori? And Yuji's fighting back tears. My grandpa is dead. So he's signing out the paperwork. Yep, that should be it for the documents. Okay, thank you for everything. Are you sure you're okay, Yuji? Well, it's kind of my first time experiencing this. It hasn't really sunk in yet. My grandpa would be mad if I moped around, so I'll just have to laugh while I burn him up. How can he say that? Yuji Itadori, correct? This is Megumi. Look at all menacing. I'm from Jujutsu High School. Sorry, but there's no time. Jujutsu High School first year. Megumi Fushiguro. The cursed object you have is extremely dangerous and hand it over right away. The Yuji cursed object. This, you have it, right? Hmm. Oh, yeah, I found it. I don't really mind giving it back, but my fellow club members have taken a liking to it. I at least like an explanation. Then Megumi's like thinking. Nationally, the average number of unexplained deaths and missing persons exceed 10,000 annually. That's a large number. The majority are the result of negative energy that flows out of people, the results of a curse. Yuji, a curse? Megumi, it doesn't matter if you believe me or not. Anyway, places where crowds gather, like schools or hospitals, are susceptible to receiving that energy. Pain, regret, humiliation. The more people dwell on bad memories, the more places become receptive to those feelings. For that reason, a cursed object is often found at such places as a talisman. The object you found is such an item. Yuji, a talisman. Isn't that a good thing? How's that dangerous? Megumi, a talisman sounds harmless enough. The more evil placed on a cursed object, the more it deflects other curses. Using poison to fend off poison. After many years, the seal weakens and the talisman essentially changes form. Then it attracts curses and feeds on them. Compared to other cursed objects, the one placed at your school is extremely dangerous and is categorized as special grade. Now, before anyone dies, hand it over. Usually, like I said, I don't care, and he hands him over the box. Then Megumi opens the box. But you better explain this to my friends. It's empty. What I chased here was the cursed energy lingering in the box. Then Megumi, where are the contents? Like I said, the Occult Research Club has it. Where do the members live? Not sure. Somewhere over in the Uzumi district. What's wrong? Said Megumi. They mentioned something about peeling off the seal tonight at school. Is that bad? It's not just bad. They'll die. So now we're back in the occult club, and they're messing with the cursed object. Then the chick, I can't get it off. Do we really need to sneak into school for this? Said the guy. The atmosphere is important with stuff like this, you know. I know nothing's going to happen, so setting the creepy mood is important to make it more thrilling. Oh, look, it came off. What the? What's the matter? A human finger? Is it real? And there's like a portal with a bunch of demons crawling out. Do seals come off that easily? No. Someone without cursed energy shouldn't be able to remove one normally. This time, though, the object inside is too strong. The seal is old as well. It might as well be normal paper. Yuchi, I still don't get what he means by cursed. I hope he's not some crazy guy. Shoof! and they got hit by like a bunch of aura. There's no way there is a curse, but what's this pressure? Megumi, you stay here. Where's the club room? Itadori, hold on. I'm coming with you. Things are looking bad, right? It's only been a couple of months, but they're my friends. I have to do something to help. Megumi, stay here. He's walking the hall. Then there's like a demon. Tonk. Tonk. What time is it now? It's like a weird, like, salamander type thing with hair. The hour hand points to it. Then the chick, what is that monster? As she's trembling. Romp. Iguchi, thank God. Where were? And he goes, huh? There's like a mind flare eating his brain. Droop. Help. Then the other monster, what time is it? And the girl looks shocked as she screams. Did it already escape the club room? Its presence is all over. Slurp, slurp, slurp. It's like a a hand with a mouth and some eyes. You're in my way. Slap. Uh oh, gang signs. So Megumi's doing some hand signs. Divine dogs. Vo, vo, vroo. Those the white and black dogs go and feast, and they're howling. So we're back to Itadori outside. He's thinking back to Megumi telling him to stay there. What am I doing? And he's like patting his pockets. What am I so afraid of? Death. Well, I can somehow feel death from the school. I'm afraid of dying. I wonder if Grandpa was scared of death. No, probably not. I cried because I was so scared. I was so sad, not scared. The death I face now and Grandpa's death, how are they different? You're a strong kid, so help people, as he thinks back to his grandpa's word. Pow pow! And the demons are getting destroyed by the wolves. More curses. It's close. They round the hallway. Found them. It's like then it's that same demon, but it's like engulfing Iguchi and the girl. Is it trying to swallow the cursed object in the students all at once? Crap. And he's like, grabby hands. Glub, glub, glub. I'm too late. He was short-tempered and stubborn. No one went to see him besides me. Don't end up like me, huh? I guess so, but... And Itadori with the all-time verts. Like, legendary vert. Like, how he's able to jump so high. Like, what? Like, all the foreshadow. It's like, no, like, how they revealed Itadori's backstory makes sense. And they, like, because early on, you, like, all right, why is this dude absurdly durable, absurdly strong? He does these crazy physical feats, like jumping to like a second story. This is at least 2 stories, if not 3 or more. Like all it was beautiful foreshadowing where it's like oh, like that's not like a what I didn't see that coming, or it was perfectly foreshadowed that Itadori was born special, and here's how. So Megumi Itadori. This it's the 4th floor. This is the 4th floor. He crashes through and he drop kicks the monster. I think he died peacefully, Grandpa. And he grabs his friends. Zing. Slurp. This is not a natural death. What in the monster? What time? And it's like rumbling. To Itadori, this is a curse. It's different than I was expecting. He was expecting like some type of Casper aspiration like thing. Is it now? Then Megumi struck it. Phew. Normally I'd be pissed, but good job. Why are you acting all high and mighty, said Itadori. By the way, what are those things eating the corpse, eating the curse? They're my Shikigami. You could see them? Normally you can't see curses, exceptions being when facing death or in spiritual places like this. Oh, now that you mention it, I've never seen a ghost before. And Megumi's thinking, you're not scared, huh? Well, I was, said Itadori. You know people actually die. Megumi, huh? So I figured that for the people I know, if they have to die, that I want them to do so in the best possible way. I don't really get it either. Megumi, no, I get it. Then I think the finger dropped. This is, yeah, special grade cursed object, Ryomen Sakuna, or at least part of it. Itadori Ryo. Megumi, forget it. It's dangerous. Just hand it over. Yeah, yeah. And a hand is descending down from the ceiling. Then he sends the dogs, and Megumi goes and he pushes Itadori out the way. Run, and they get slammed into the ground. Itadori, Fushigoro! Foof. Itadori's looking stern. Oh, it's the tick-like monster thing. And he's holding Fushigoro. Then Fushigoro goes new. Then the tick monster thing throws Fushigoro onto the wall and he's bleeding. Yeah. And his Shikigami are disappearing. Hey, bam. And he just dashes past and explodes through the ceiling. Blam. Damn, he sent Fushigoro flying. After he slammed him into the wall and he just like speed blitzed and rammed his body into him. Whew. And Fushigoro is flying and he falls onto like the top of a bridge, top of a bridge connecting two parts of the high school. And he's on the ground. My incantation time ran out. Damn it. I can't think straight. And he's trying to get back up. Then Itadori elbow drops the tick thing. Then Fushigoro, what raw strength. You okay, said Itadori? I thought I told you to run. Forget it. I'd be having nightmares if I left now. Besides, then Itadori's thinking again, help people. I've actually got quite the curse myself. And then the monster grabs Itadori, he jumps out the way, and he kicks its arm. It doesn't matter how strong you are. Then the monster comes back and he punches Itadori to the ground. Itadori is bleeding. A curse can only be exercised by another curse. And Itadori's slowly getting up. After he just got tossed towards Fushigoro. Could have told me sooner. I told you to run away. You're the only one who can carry those two to safety. Hurry up and get out of here before we all die. Fushigoro's getting up. Someone like you with no curse energy will just get in the way. You just seem like you want to die anyway. Then Itadori had an idea. Hey, why is the curse targeting the finger? Fushigoro, it plans on eating it to gain stronger curse energy. So there is a way to save everyone, huh? I just need some curse energy, right? And Fushigoro's eyes widen. What the? Then Itadori's about to eat the finger. You idiot, don't! Gulp. That's a special grade curse object. A lethal poison. He'll die for sure. But there's a chance. one in a million. And the monster's trampling towards Itadori. And it gets eviscerated. The monster just gets torn to shreds. Vroom. And Itadori just like waved his hand and it just went away. There's like claws and all the marking on Itadori's face. He he he. Yeah, ha ha ha. And he's in Sukuna's now laughing. Ah, I knew it. Light is best appreciated in the flesh. Fushiguro, the worst case scenario. One in a million. The special grade cursed object has incarnated. A cursed spirit is flesh. A cursed spirit's flesh is no fun. Where are the people? The women? What a wondrous age it has become. Women and children spawning like maggots. Marvelous. It'll be a massacre. And he's like now rubbing his chin. Then Fushiguro still looking on, huh? What do you think you're doing with my body? Oh, this is Itadori. He's like grabbing his neck. Give it back. How are you able to move? It's my body, you know. I'm kind of like Two-Face. I can suppress it. Then Fushiguro, don't move. You're no longer human, huh? Understand Jujutsu regulations. I will exercise the curse known as Yuji Itadori. End of chapter 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Banger. Straight banger. Ah. Some more water. Tell me what y'all thought about Jujutsu Kaisen when y'all after y'all read the first chapter. Like it definitely like I loved every minute of what I've read of Jujutsu Kaisen. Because of school and life, I can't read every manga series that I want. So I dropped a lot of series. Like One Piece is the only series I'm current with. Um, so yeah, but I was like, oh man, I have so many friends that ask me about, are you still watching JJK? Are you still read JJK? They're like, no, I'm behind, and it slowly grew where it's like I was like 2 weeks behind, 3 weeks behind, a month behind. Now I'm like 50 chapters behind. So again, that's why we're rereading JJK from chapter 1, so I can remember all the characters' names, remember how the power scheme works. But after like reading chapter 1 for the second time, like it's I had no idea that it was going to become what JJK became. It was like a nice like Hunter esque story, but like more so like how Hunter was pre Hunter exam, because Hunter also went wild as the story progressed when it comes to like power scaling as well as like the goals of characters. So I guess I shouldn't be so shocked at how JJK evolved as it went. But I definitely wasn't uh, uh, expecting citywide powers like domain expansions was just crazy. Like all of this stuff. Like I just couldn't believe how awesome of a ride we've been taking on JJK. So I'm really chapter 1 was pretty dope. Um, like Yuji, like all the foreshadowing with how we figured out how why Yuji is so special. We seen all that stuff in chapter 1, so we got all those bits and pieces. Um, and then like even the explanation of how the cursed object got there, like all these explanations, I really enjoyed how it enveloped, like how they had their own Aizen type character where it's like this was my plan all along. Where sometimes in manga it gets a little annoying where there's like a villain that plans every single detail but they still somehow lose despite being able to meticulously plan every single detail. Um, but I have no idea how that part of Shibuya ends. Even if it did end, I have no idea. I have to I have no idea what chapter. It's like I'm at least 50 chapters behind. Um, so it was the middle of Shibuya where I stopped reading it. So I'll know what chapters might catch up to that chapter. Um, it was that weird looking dude, and he had a tag team partner versus Yuji and someone else. So that was where I was at in Shibuya. But we're going to continue on with this catch up stream to chapter 2 of JJK Secret Execution. So we got a bunch of like towels, paper seals, mourning. You got Yuji. Then we got the goat Gojo. So which one are you now? Then Yuji, aren't you? Then the Satoru Jojo replies, I teach first years at Jujutsu High. Jujutsu? Where are my friends? Where's Fushiguro? Huh? What's with this? I'm not sure if you should be worried about other people right now. Yuji Itadori said Gojo. Your secret execution has been set. Scene transition. Woo. You're cursed, so I will exorcise you. Then Yuji, hold up. It's not a problem. More importantly, you and I are pretty beat up. We need to get to a hospital. Fushiguro, it's the cursed object or Itadori talking right now. I can't tell. Crap, what should I do? Then Gojo disappeared. What's the situation? What? Gojo sensei, what are you doing here? Yo, I wasn't gonna come at first. Man, you're really messed up, said Gojo. But the higher ups got involved after hearing that a special grade curse object went missing. I agreed to come as long as they also gave me time to see the sights. So, did you find any? Sorry, I ate it. Gojo, for real? For real? Can we even see? Haha, you're not kidding. They're combined. Gojo, that's hilarious. How does your body feel? Yuji, okay. Can you switch to Sukuna? Yuji, Sukuna? The cursed object you ate. Oh yeah, probably. Gojo, 10 seconds. Take control again after 10 seconds. Then Itadori, I don't know about this. Then Gojo, don't worry. I'm the strongest Jujutsu sorcerer. And he tosses a bag to Fushiguro. Megumi, hold on to this, will ya? What's this? Kikufuku Mochi. Kiku-san shops Kikufukan Mochi. Sedan City specialty, super delicious. Gojo's recommendation is the edamame or cream flavor. Fushiguro, this guy went to buy souvenirs. Even though there are people dying over here, because he's the goat. The Sukuna transformed. Whoosh. Those aren't souvenirs. They're for me to eat on the bullet train home. Behind you. Then Sukuna swings. I've got a student waiting, so I hope you don't mind if I show off a little. Sukuna, and then Gojo's piecing him up, and Sukuna falls to the ground. He's unbelievably fast. No, it's not just that. Doesn't matter what era it is. You guys are always a pain. You stupid Jujutsu sorcerers, Sukuna responded. Vroom, and he just threw his hand and the ground exploded. But that doesn't matter to me. Then there's like the dust settles. 7, 8, 9. Then Gojo blocked the attack completely. Should be about time, but don't. Damn it, again? I can't keep control. This Itadori kid. What is he? Oh, everything's okay. What a surprise. You really can't control it. Yeah, but he's kind of annoying. I can hear his voice. It's a miracle that the only side effect. Then Goto taps Itadori's forehead and he falls down. What did you just do? I knocked him out. If he wakes up and isn't possessed, he might have potential as a vessel. Okay, question for you, Gojo continues. What do I do with him? Fushiguro, even if he is a potential vessel, he must be executed under Jujutsu regulations, but I don't want him to die. Is that a personal opinion? Fushiguro continues. Yes, a personal opinion. Please do something about it. Hee. A precious student's request. Leave it to me. So with that, let me reiterate. You're going to be executed. Itadori's back in the chair. This story doesn't make sense so far. Hey man, I tried. An execution is an execution, but we're suspending the sentence. A suspended sentence? So it's on hold for now? Yep. Let me explain from the top. This is the same as the cursed object you ate. There are 20 in all. We're in possession of 6. 20. Oh, counting both the fingers and toes. Nope, Sukuna has 4 arms. And he tosses the finger to the wall. And it makes like a giant impact. As you can see, you can't destroy them. It's a powerful. It's that powerful of a curse. With each passing day, they get even stronger. We actually don't have anyone that can seal them properly right now. And then Gocho continues. That's where you come in. If you die, the curse inside you, Sukuna, will die as well. Our elders are cowards. They're making a fuss about killing you right away, but that would be a waste, right? Itadori, a waste? There's no guarantee that a vessel capable of controlling Sukuna will ever come around again. So this is my proposal. If we're going to kill him, why not kill him after he consumes the rest of Sukuna? The higher ups agreed. So now you have 2 options. Die now, or find the remaining parts of Sukuna and die after taking them all into your body. We're going back to his high school. Itadori, how's Iguchi doing? The doctor says he's fine, but he's still unconscious. Then she goes, it's all my fault. It's because I told him to come to school that night. And she's crying. Yeah, he got fucked up. You probably won't believe me, but we were attacked by a strange monster, and I was captured too. Itadori, I believe you. Those weren't monsters. They were curses. The finger is something called a special grade curse object. It was able to gather curses and make itself stronger. And then she goes, Itadori, so it's not your fault. I'm the one who picked it up in the first place. I'm sorry, but don't worry. There's someone coming tomorrow who can help Iguchi. I'm sorry, Sasaki. There's somewhere I need to go. I will see you later. Who passed away? My grandpa, but I guess he's more like a dad. I see. Sorry to bother you at a time like this. So this is Gojo talking to Itadori. So have you made a decision? Are there lots of casualties with curses like this? Gojo, well, this is a pretty unusual circumstance. If you're talking about potential damage, yes. You're lucky if you can die a normal death after running into a curse. Even if they find your body all torn apart, that still might be considered alright. If you were to start investigating the remains of Sukuna, you'd probably Yeah, investigating the remains of Sukuna, you'd probably witness some gruesome incidents. I can't guarantee that you won't be a victim one day. Anyway, pick your hell. Then Itadori is thinking back to Fushiguro and his friends getting hurt, Sasaki and Noguchi. Then thinks back to his grandpa's words: "You're a kind kid, so help people." Of course. Do you still have that finger? Yeah, said Gojo, and he hands it to Itadori. Now that I look at it again, it's pretty disgusting. Damn right. Like, again, like, always like thinking about like if you were in the world of manga, if your friends were getting cursed out by monsters, I don't know how I would be able to eat a finger to save them. Like, what's up, Balu Gaming? Like, that is so crazy. Like, he did that in the first place. Like, I guess like in a life or death situation, you do crazy things, but like the idea that Itadori thought that, yo, if I eat this finger, that I'll gain these cursed powers, that he was able to put that together cognitively is interesting. Because it's not like he got like a crash course test in how cursed objects work. And if you did this, then you'll get all this power. You're just like, oh, yo, if I eat this, then maybe I'll get some curse energy. But I guess like the logic is if it kills him anyway, you're dead anyway. He's hungry, yeah, Muskie. Yeah, I mean, looks like beef jerky, so I feel you on that. But it's still a crazy decision. Like in the history of manga decisions from main characters, Yuji might have made one of the more reckless decisions of a main protagonist when he ate that cursed object. But that's why Yuji's the GOAT. So let me continue with chapter 2. So he thinks again to what his grandpa was saying. You're a strong kid, so help people. So Itadori continues. If Sukuna is completely eliminated, will there be fewer people killed by curses? Gojo, of course. Do you still have that finger? Yeah. Now that I look at it again, it's pretty disgusting. And he just starts chewing it. Gulp. That's number 2. 1/10 of the way there, huh? What's gonna happen? I like how he gets like the Sukuna marks as he's eating it. That's a pretty dope feature. That's pretty cool. Then it's just like energy coming out and his heart's thumping. And he's going, gross. So gross it makes me laugh. Ugh. Then Gojo, it's confirmed. It's not just his body's resistance. He's able to control Sukuna without a problem. Only once every 1,000 years or so does such a person with a phenomenal ability like this appears. Yuji, you okay? Gojo, it's nothing. I take it you're prepared for what's to come. Yuji, not at all. Honest. Honest. I'm wondering why the heck I have to be executed, but I can't just do nothing about the curse. And he thinks again about his grandfather. What an irritating last request. But I'm gonna eat the rest of Sukuna, that's all. I already know how I'm gonna go out. When it's your time to go, make sure you're surrounded by others. And again, he thinks to his grandfather's words. Gojo, good stuff. You're really growing on me, kid. Looks like hell's shaping up to be fun. Get your belongings together by the end of the day. Where are we going? Tokyo? Fushiguro? You're looking good. Really? I'm wrapped up in bandages. You're gonna enroll in the same school for Jujutsu where I go. Tokyo Prefecture Jujutsu High School. By the way, there are 3 students in the first year class now, including you. Only 3, said Itadori? So that was the end of chapter 2. So, again, the fire second chapter. I always do like, I do, so the plot point of like him being executed, because like, always think like in the real world, if somebody had like some crazy, absurd, like mutant powers or something, United States government would not kill this person. They would study the holy hell out of this individual until they figure out how they can replicate this ability. Um, Same thing like the dude that hacked rocks was it not rock yeah Rockstar with the fire stick. Man, look, y'all better hire that man. Like the idea that there's like you're that talented, they just don't throw him in prison. Um, but like in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, they're fighting these demons and these cursed monsters. I totally understand that like the Sukuna, like Sukuna was Debo back in the day. No one could mess with Sukuna, so you don't want Sukuna back. So I understand the execution plot point. Um, but I always wish there was a manga where it's. I mean, there are mangas where it's like the main character is like special, and they just decide to enlist them into the army or something. Um, but I do want to see more of that. Um, like there's too many of the I have to hide or I'm going to be killed if I don't help them. Rather than someone saying, you know what, we can really use you. We should join forces or something. Or even maybe the villain group does the same, or the main the hero group is trying to kill the main protagonist, and the villain group is trying to like recruit them, but like they're evil, and you have to figure out how to navigate. The good guys are trying to kill him, but the bad guys are bad guys, but they don't want to kill him. Maybe change it up a little bit. I'm just rambling. I'm just rambling to myself. All right, so let's dive into chapter 3 of Jujutsu Kaisen 4 by Self. Tokyo Prefecture High School. One of the only two Jujutsu education facilities in the country, the facade is that of a private religious school. Even after graduation, many Jujutsu sorcerers use the facility as home base. Its cornerstones that not only serves as a place of education, but provides meditation, a mediation for missions and general support for the Jujutsu community. Itadori, whoa, it's in the mountains? Is this really Tokyo? Gojo, this isn't actually out of the ordinary for a Tokyo suburb. What about Fushiguro? He's fast asleep after receiving jutsu treatment. First things first, Yuji. You've got an interview with the principal. The principal? If you mess up, you might get rejected for a mission, so stay frosty, okay? What? What does this mean? I get executed right away? What a disappointment. I thought you were the leader. Oh, that wasn't Yuji speaking, that was Sukuna. I thought you were the leader. A hierarchy not based purely on strength is boring, if you ask me. Then Yuji slaps his face to cover the mouth. Sorry, Sensei, he comes out sometimes. What an interesting body you have now. Then Sukuna, I owe you a debt after all. Not again. This time Sukuna's on his hand. Not again. When I make this kid's body mine, you'll be the first one I kill. Kojo, me, a target of the great Sukuna? What an honor. Yuji, so he really is famous. Ryomen Sukuna, with 4 arms and 2 faces, is a demon of a legend. The truth is, he was a human who actually existed, but that was over 1,000 years ago. In the golden age of Jujutsu sorcerers had sharpened their skills against them, but were ultimately defeated. With the title Ryomen, Sukuna would traverse the ages after his death as cursed objects. We Jujutsu sorcerers wouldn't even be able to destroy his remains, preserved in their own grave wax. Alright, so grave wax is a wax-like fatty substance formed during the decomposition of a corpse. Without a doubt, he is the king of curses. So with the title of Ryomen Sukuna, he He would traverse the ages after his death. As a cursed object, we Jujutsu sorcerers wouldn't even be able to destroy his remains. But all right, punctuations. I didn't read with punctuations. That entire blurb made no sense to me. All right, so now that's a lot better. Without a doubt, he is the king of curses. Then Itadori, is he stronger than you, Sensei? Good question. If Sukuna were to completely regain his powers, it might be a little tough. Would you lose? Nah, I'd win. Satoru, you're late. You're late by 8 minutes. And he's unwrapping and he's like knitting, and Yuji's looking on. I thought I told you to stop being late, but not late enough for me to get angry. Jujutsu High School principal Masamichi Yaga. Then Yuji, this old dude is making cute stuff. It's not enough. Then this is a Gojo. It's if it's not enough to get mad about, then cut me some slack. I figure you'd be making dolls anyway, so 8 minutes is no big deal, right? So that's the kid. He's holding up a doll. My name is Yuji Itadori. I'm into girls like Jennifer Lawrence. Nice to meet you. That's a crazy thing to say. That's a fatherless thing to say to introduce yourself to someone. Why are you here? Said the principal. For an interview. I mean, at Jujutsu High. To learn Shujutsu. Beyond that. What happens after you learn about curses and the way of exorcism? Then Yuji, well, I'm going to collect the remaining pieces of Sukuna. It's dangerous to leave them as is. Why? Said the principal. People you don't even know are dying every day because of tragic incidents, accidents, diseases. Are you saying you can't accept their deaths if it's caused by a curse? That was the last request someone made to me. I'm not concerned with the details. I just want to help people. The principal, as he's cracking his neck, last request. So you're going to fight curses because someone else asked you? And Yuji perked up. Disqualified, said the principal. That's not a doll. This is a cursed corpse. Her name is Kathy, by the way. It's a doll infused with my cursed energy. Crap. And Kathy punches Ichidori and he blocks with his book bag. What a heavy hit. Is it really a doll? People are more honest with their backs against the wall. Until I get a worthy answer, she'll keep attacking. Look, it's not just anyone's last request. It's my grandpa's. And Yuji strikes back. And Kathy goes bouncing against the wall and counters. Yuji is bleeding and he goes flying against the wall. Ugh. The principal. Even a family member is someone else, right? Yuji. That's right, it's a doll. It's not gonna get hurt or stunned. Jujutsu sorcerers are always close to death. And not just their own. They must sometimes tear apart the flesh of a curse, with death just visible out of the corner of their eye. It's an unpleasant job. You have to be motivated. Jesus, motivated. You have to be motivated and also a bit crazy. And and you want to do it because someone else asked you to. Don't make me laugh, the principal continued. It would have been better if you told me told me you're doing it to postpone your execution. Each story, shut up, is that it? Is it gonna be your grandfather's fault when you get killed by a curse? The Isidori looks. You say some terrible things, you know. Education includes helping students make realizations. I'm not. And he gets punched in the face. Snuck. What a scoundrel Kathy is. It's difficult to say what your heart feels when you're about to die. But I can say for sure, no Jujutsu sorcerer dies without regrets. With the way things are going, you might even curse your beloved grandfather. I'll ask you one last time, why are you here? And Itadori's holding his arms out open like this. I've always been good at sports and fighting. This is Itadori thinking, but I've never once thought that I was the only one who could do something. Then Itadori's like hand fighting with Kathy. He's holding Kathy's hand, flip, consuming Sukuna. He's giving it like a bear hug. I know that's something I can only do, even if I could run away from execution, or from the mission. No matter what I do, no matter what I do, eating, taking, or bath, or reading manga, it'll still be there. I get depressed knowing that people might be dying because of Sukuna, even if no one even if none of this really involves me. There's no way I can convince myself that it's not my fault. No thanks. I can't say what I'll be thinking when I die, but I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna regret the way I live. Oh, what a bar. What a bar. So the principal smirking. Satoru, show him to his dorm and explain the security and rules to him. Itadori, you pass. Welcome to Jujutsu High. That's a pretty cool entrance exam. How many? Nothing happened. How many animes have I watched? Um, a lot. So briefly, Beelzebub, Hitman Reborn, One Piece, Hunter x Hunter, Dragon Ball Z, Yu Hakusho, Cowboy Bebop, Inuyasha, Hajime no Ippo, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, One Punch Man, Mob Psycho. It's a lot. I've watched a lot. Um, I've been watching I'm behind a lot of the seasonal stuff. Like the one thing I'm really bad about with anime is catching up on and watching seasonal stuff. So the stuff that was like one season but 12 episodes, a lot of that stuff I missed that. So if there's like some cool seasonal stuff, I've most likely never seen it, or I'm just catching up to it now, or even some of the iconic stuff. I'm like so late on, Re Zero. I just discovered Re Zero like a year and a half ago, something like that. It was gas. First it took me a while to get through the first season, but after that it was pure gas. I was like, "Yo, why has it been so long since I've been watching this?" And I just started watching the Bleach Thousand Year Blood War arc. And same thing, I couldn't believe it took me so long to finish the Bleach anime. I read through the entire manga, but when they announced they're coming back with the anime, I was like, oh, I'm gonna check it out. It's so dope. And I couldn't believe it's been years ago since that's happened already. So I'm almost done with the second season in the Thousand Year Blood War arc anime, and I think there's gonna be another part coming out. But that's been awesome too. Some of the fights have been kind of disappointing. The Grammy fight with Kenpachi felt better in the manga than I thought it came across in the anime, in my opinion. Unohana's Bankai is a little bit more clear in the anime than it is the manga. I still, it wasn't like I watched after that episode where Kenpachi fought Unohana. I watched a YouTube video where somebody was explaining based off of the anime what Unohana's Bankai does, because that was like a long-standing discussion amongst Bleach readers. Like, what in the flying hell does Unohana's Bankai do? When Kenpachi was dissolving, was that metaphorically? Was he actually getting dissolved? It was hard to tell. But like the anime just looks like Unohana could manipulate the pool of blood that's around her, to do attacks of varying ranges and possibly auto healing. But her dying still makes no sense. Like if she could auto heal, How could Kenpachi give her a death blow? I guess maybe his kiddo, his not kiddo, his Ryatsu superseded hers, and whatever healing ability Minazuki gave her got negated. Who knows? But the anime, I've been loving every bit of the Bleach anime so far, so I'm looking forward to continuing it later. But let's dive back into chapter 3. Um, you pass. Welcome to Jitsu High. Then nice to meet you, and then punches him. Oops, sorry, I forgot to stop the incantation. This is your room. You can do whatever you want with it. Whoa, it's huge. The second and third years are out right now. You'll meet them soon enough. There's not many of them anyway. Then Yuji started to decorate. Yuji, you don't need to fight, you know. Fushiguro and I can go and retrieve Sukuna's fingers. Why don't you just wait here? No. I said I'd do it, didn't I? Hey, thick women. Hey. Don't make me think twice about it. But it would be hilarious to see a beaten up Fushiguro bring the fingers to me while I relax. Then Gojo goes, true. Then Gojo, okay. To be honest, there's no way you're not fighting. Hey, was that a test? If they were that easy to find, we would have found them already. There are some with a large overflowing presence, others that keep quiet, and some that have already been consumed by accursed spirits. With regards to searching for those things, it's going to be a pain, but now we have you. In order to regain its powers, the Sukuna you consumed will direct you to the whereabouts of the fingers. You are a vessel as well as a radar. We're going to need you in the field. I don't think the guy Yuji. I don't think the guy inside me is that considerate. I think we'll be able to come to a win-win agreement. Huh? You're next door? It's Fushiguro. There's a bunch of empty rooms, aren't there? Hey, Fushiguro, you finally look better. I thought it'll be more lively and fun this way. Think positively, said Gojo. Fushiguro, classes missions are more than enough. Anyway, it's fine. No, it's not. More importantly, we're going out tomorrow. We're going to get the first year students. It took 4 hours just to get to Morioka. Time to finally say goodbye to the sticks. I'll be in Tokyo soon. What should I do if I get scouted by a talent agent? Like Stardust Promotion. Shout out to New Japan Pro Wrestling. Shout out to Stardust. There's a New Japan show in SoCal that I hope to go to in May. I went to a AEW show. I went to Full Gear last November. I went to Raw this past week. I saw New Japan's announced they're going to be in SoCal in May, so hopefully I can make that happen. So Jujutsu High first year, Nobara Kujisaki. End of chapter 3. Alright, that was pretty dope. So we read through the first 3 chapters of JJK. There's 248 left for me to catch up. But the first chapter is always a pretty girthy chapter. It's like that's like at least 2 chapters in one. So I feel some of the extra drippings around the story I don't remember, but the general plot I still remember. It wasn't that long ago that I read Jujutsu Kaisen. But yeah, I definitely forgot. Did I forget Nobara's name? Maybe, I'm not sure. But the principal, I forgot his name. Also, how he died was crazy. I thought that was BS. I was upset when I read that chapter. Like, that's it. That was it. I think it was the title of the chapter after it was like even pandas cry or even bears cry. It was something like that. I remember some things about JJK reading it because it was the perfect mix of seriousness and outlandish comedy. that like some of the stuff just sticks out because it's so funny. Um, but I'm looking forward to catching up to JJK, and thank you all for being on this journey with me. So hopefully, so tomorrow I think One Piece is going to be out, so I'll be streaming One Piece 1108 live reaction, and then I'll catch up. I'll pick up on the JJK catch up streams either Friday or some on the weekend, as well as doing some other catch up streams of other series like Ippo. I didn't see the latest batch of Hunter x Hunter chapters that came out like a year and some change ago. The latest Berserk chapters that came out some time ago. So there's lots of stuff for me to react to. Maybe I could do a stream where I just read a bunch of random stuff and do some type of catch-all stream. But thank you all for rocking with me. It's been fun. Looking forward to the next stream. Hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. Peace out. Manga After Dark out.